He's got a big collar, it's a bit like mine, big white collar, thick coat, warm, thick coat. Stinks, you say. It stinks in here.
So he wouldn't have slept in here?
Oh no, definitely not. He's definitely doesn't belong in here. But he's just coming to sort of like have a look. Maybe ask to choose some of the people, maybe even to go and work for him. I'll have that one, and that one. They look like I might get a day's work out of them. That type of energy.
Next, Andy brings Marion to the staircase, where many claim to have seen a mysterious female figure.
I've got a lady. She may well have been a housemaid or a nurse or something like that, because she's got some sort of garb on that would denote a nurse or a uniform of some kind. Right. I'm trying to think of the film star that she reminds me of, the singer. Oh, what's her name? Barbara Streisand.
Oh, Barbara Streisand, yeah.
Very striking looking.
Before long, word of Marion's discovery gets around.
How did she know about it? And what she's telling me, what I heard her talking about the other day, it's unbelievable what she said. That's true. And it frightened me a bit, even though it was daylight. As well as the nurse, there are a few things, noises I've heard, rustling and everything, just stand up around this area here, and a figure just at that pillar. And when you get up, nothing. Not the
story of the nurse on the stairway, who indeed walks the corridor just below the stairway as well, is very prominent here. I myself really felt some kind of strange presence when I've walked around that area, and Marion, bang, got her straight away. The medium has picked up what other people have seen without having any prior knowledge beforehand.
It's tea time, but as the paranormal team were about to find out, there's no rest for the wicked.
Well, basically, I was in the front room where the sort of tea and everything's set up, and I heard a noise, just sounded unmistakably like a baby crying.
It was like this, like a baby crying.
Like
I have a 10-month-old baby. I know what a baby sounds like crying, and to me,
You both heard it?
Yeah, we both looked at each other at the exact same time.
So it's unmistakably a baby crying. It could be a couple other possibilities, but possibly a cat. There's maybe one explanation, although there's no cats we've seen around here.
I was making myself a cup of coffee at the time, and I was just about to pour my milk in, and I heard this noise.
And you don't have it recorded, or do you?
We don't have it recorded, unfortunately.
The reason why we don't have it recorded is because everybody took a run for the stairs to see what was going on, and we couldn't catch anything because of the noise.
Determined not to be caught napping again, the paranormal team move things up a gear. If Marion can see ghosts, Darren's determined to find a way to record them. With her help, he's about to employ a new technique he's developed.
We started to look at colour blindness. Some people see that as a weakness, some people see it as a strength. The military would use people with colour blindness pretty much to see people who are camouflaged. We wouldn't normally see that, they can. So it's opened up a whole new area for us into, first of all, understanding how the eye works, what light can get into the eye, what the eye can sense. What we're going to do now is start off with the very basic blues to see if we can pick something up.
Yes. Different lights attract different spirits, so it's said. But I'm not a believer of light attracting spirit in any way, shape or form. Let's face it, we can get communication with spirit broad daylight. So I don't think blue lights, green lights, red lights are going to affect them in any way, shape or form. Nurse? Are you there, nurse?
Despite Marion's scepticism, the stairwell where she first sensed the ward nurse is now flooded with violet light.
Can you help me? Nurse? Can you answer me, nurse? Please, nurse. Can you come forward?
Nurse, are you here with us? Nurse,
Something there. Call again.
nurse, will you please come forward and talk to me?
We can't hear you. Could you speak, nurse? 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 Nurse, he needs your help. Her energy's there. I can sense it. She's there.
If she's there, what would be holding her back?
Anything, us, the light, anything. The gentlemen here think you may have something to say. Could you speak to them?
With no images coming through, Marion decides to change tack.
Can you tap on the window, nurse? Did you hear that? I heard that.
I heard that would come account.
And we all heard it. You know, that was, I think, amazing. It's only a tiny little thing, but when you think of the energy it takes for somebody to make a noise when they are not physical, then I think that was quite amazing. Can you tap on the window, nurse?
Another intelligent response. Marion asked the nurse at the top of the stairs to knock on the window, and there it was. Hey presto, a knock on the window. Unexplainable. Paranormal? I would say, yeah.
It's gone. It's gone. It flashed past the lights flashed, and off she went. She's gone.
Marion believes she's made contact with the nurse, but with no evidence of the ghost of Dr. Robertson, Andy arranges a meeting with local historian Morrison Stewart in the hope that he can shed more light.
I mean, if a nurse or a ward maid would have hung herself, surely that would have been documented.
That would have been recorded. I'm quite certain the Master's Journal would have had it, and I would think as well that there would have been an inquest, so there should actually be some other public record of the inquest.
But there's none.
But I haven't looked, but I haven't come across anything in the Master's Journal yet. But I'm only up to the 1850s, so I've got years to go.
Dr. Robertson, she never found any trace of her. How does that make you feel? Because I know you two are very keen, if there was a ghost here, then it would be her.
Well, local folklore would have it, as I'm sure you've heard, that the ghost of Dr. Robinson does walk the grounds. But we have quite a bit of anecdotal evidence to suggest that during the hospital time, an apparition, whatever, visited every time there was a death, and that was widely perceived to be Dr. Robinson. And the local people, despite what your medium says, are convinced that she's still keeping an eye over us, which doesn't bother us at all.
The paranormal team have split into two groups, one of which will attempt a new experiment based on the theory that a spirit's imprint can be captured in the white noise generated by a TV monitor. If one happens to pass by, it might just leave its mark.
What we're trying to do here is set up a TV screen with a tuned out channel, white noise playing in the background, have the camera focused in, and the belief is, by some people at least, that you can then pick up some images, faces, that sort of thing on screen. We have to try these things. There's no way we're going to learn or we're going to get any results if we don't try them. Yeah, if there's anyone here with us at the moment, any spirits, we've got some electronic equipment set up here, camera, TV. We'd love it if you're able to come forward and manipulate the frequencies and show us some kind of image